Good evening, viewers. So, you've already seen the BTSV, Russian Tier 3 Premium Tank, which is kind of overpowered. Also has preferred matchmaking, so it only gets a Tier 4. So I figure, let's show the German, cheaper alternative to the BTSV. So here we have the Gr.Tr, I think. I probably butchered that name. But luckily we have German subscribers, so hopefully they can correct my mistake and point out what I did wrong on the name. So there's that. So in case you don't already know, it has 14 millimeters of armor on the front and 8 on the sides and rear, which is atrocious to say the least. You can actually, the T2 light and tier 1s with the autocannons can pen this, and they will wreck this tank. So you definitely do not want to play on the front line. You do get more hit points than most tier 3s though, at 320, and you have a pretty good derp gun. You have your AP has 43 pen for 110 damage, which it's not bad. It's not bad. However, I just want to point this out. The HE has 38 pen with 175 damage. So there's really no, and that's how quickly an autocannon will mess you up, by the way, right there. So I tell change username to go forward, and suddenly there's a cruiser. I'm figuring he has more armor, he can take the hit. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. So he had 120 hit points and armor and just got nuked. I have 120 hit points and no armor, so I'm not really feeling my chances here. Now the heat round has 110 penetration, 110 damage and 87 penetration. One thing to point out though, this tank, even though it's arguably worse than the BTSV, does not get preferred matchmaking. In fact, more often than not, you're going to see Tier 5, from my experience. This is the only Tier 4 game I saw in maybe 20 games. I saw maybe 4 Tier 3 games. The rest were Tier 5. So you definitely want heat rounds, because you're going to be running into a lot of Shermans, which could be a problem. Also, if you run into Matildas, it could be a problem. So I was hoping the Matilda could shrug off a hit from that, since he has armor. He took 101 damage from that. That gun is ridiculous. Like, I haven't played in low tiers for a while. I've just kind of come back for the whole, holiday seal clubbing break. But that gun is ridiculous. Like, holy shit. Is that the new T18? Is that what just happened? Because I don't remember that. I seriously do not. So our team is losing pretty badly. 5-8. I'm telling the Matilda to go forward so he can take the hit and I can hopefully one-shot the guy. Or at least heavily damage it. One of the two. And suddenly there's a T18. Or not T18, T82. I can easily one-shot that. No armor. Not a lot of hit points. Just under my average. And there's another one. Alright. It's also open top, which helps. However, he just killed the Matilda. And any second now I'm going to realize, oh, I can just shoot her underneath there. Okay. So that's dead. This is unfortunate. It either doesn't pen or it hit around his gut mallet. One of the two. I kill him. Yeah, I can. Alright. So I kind of have to hope at this point that the team can decap. Otherwise I'm kind of screwed. Now back to the tank. It does have good gun pressure. And the turret is kind of small and kind of a troll from the front. The gun mantlet is pretty good size, so you can sometimes bounce on the turret. The only problem is good luck hiding the rest of the tank. It's practically a German Tog. It's fast though. That's the difference. But now I switched to heat rounds because I'm at range and it is a Matilda, and my HE will most likely do nothing at all, except maybe 10 to 30 damage a shot. So, no. I have the heat rounds loaded. Now I just have to remember that, one, I'm firing a derp gun, and two, I have to aim my shot, which is proving quite difficult at this moment. So I track him, luckily for me. Put a shot into the back of him, 110 damage, exactly on the average roll. Alright. That one bounces. Alright, cool. Just what I wanted. Can I pen it again? Another exactly on average roll. That's actually kind of surprising. Low roll. Not bad. Could have been worse. And kill him. Alright. So I can switch back to HE. They only have artillery left. And something to point out about those of you that were curious about the W8 counter up there. That is actually not correct. From what I can tell, from my short experience with it, the number that it gives you for W8 is off by a bit. From what I've experienced, it never goes below that number it gives you. However, it's not always the same number that it gives you. This game, it says it's 14,000. It was actually 20,000. So it's somewhat off. Don't, you know, hold your breath on that, being what you're gonna get after the battle. So there is that. Just, you know, forewarning. It is kind of a handy mod to have. It's interesting. I'll probably keep it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So yeah, on to the after battle result. So it turns out, cannot actually upload the replay for some reason. Watt replays apparently does not like the Gr.Tr, I guess. It says something about high level content, or high level special content being restricted or some shit. I don't know. So anyways, in case you were curious, which I'm sure you're probably not, since it is Tier 3, it was a Ace Tanker and Top Gun, obviously. So there's that. If you were hoping for a Road Tanks replays after battle report, sadly I have to disappoint you. So I apologize. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Feel free to like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and thank you for watching.